Hello friends, welcome back. This is Amit from Magnet, and today we are going to make a miniature solar system inside Element 3D. So first take a look what we are going to create. Okay, so this look awesome, and to create this scene we need a model pack that comes from Andy Dominic Rack, and he made a very nice model pack for Element 3D which is absolutely free, which is called the Cosmobox. So we going to use this model pack to create this scene. So I also give the link in the description, so you will get this model pack from there. And okay, let's begin. So first create a new composition for this. So create a new composition, and maybe the height will be 800 and hit OK. So first we create a new solid for this. So create a solid and name it as element, and now hit OK. And here we select the element effect and then go to the scene setup. So here we are in element. So first we find the Andy Dominic Rack Cosmobox. So here from we use those planet models and as well as the sun model. So first we put the sun in our viewport. So here is the sun. So if we go to the planet section, here we find the solar system. So under solar system there are all planets and as well as the sun. So first we click on the sun. So just click on that, and now we scale it down maybe 80%. so this look nice for now. And now we change the alignment. So change the alignment to the bottom. Okay, so this is our sun. So we can maybe change the scale a little bit more. So now we create those orbits. Okay, so for this I'm going to use this pipe primitives here. So first we change the scale and the height, decrease the height, and then we increase the internal radius like this. Okay, and now we also increase the radius. This is for the planet Mercury. Okay, so you can see some edges here, so we have to fix this. So we increase the sides. So if we increase the sides, this will fix this issue. And also we decrease the height and also increase the internal radius. Okay, so this look like this now. So now we put the planet Mercury here. So click on that, the Mercury, and it is also in big in scale, so we have to decrease the scale as well. So decrease the scale very little, and then we place the Mercury in the orbit here. But we also again change the alignment to bottom, and also we decrease the scale a little bit more because it is very small planet in compared to the sun. Okay, maybe in reality it is also very small than the sun, but for the sake of this tutorial I am set this scale to like this. Maybe we can decrease the scale a little bit more, and then we place it in the orbit like this. Okay, so again we duplicate the orbit, and this orbit for the planet Venus. And now we increase the radius as well. And first we make the orbits, then we can put the planets. Okay, so first we duplicate the orbit again and also increase the radius like this. It is for the Earth, and then we duplicate it and again we increase the radius like this. This is for the Mars, and again duplicate and increase the radius, and this is for the Jupiter. But in this time we going to increase the radius of this planet little bit more, because we know that in between the Mars and the Jupiter there are the asteroid belt, so we have to put some asteroids here. So we increase the radius little bit more. Okay, and then we duplicate it again, and it is for the Saturn. Okay, so increase the radius. This is for the Saturn. Okay, so maybe we can put more orbits for our more planet, but for the sake of this tutorial I am putting the planet up to Saturn, but you can put other planets here too, but I am giving you the idea how to make this, so you will get the idea. So now we put those planets here. So we already put the Mercury, and now we go for the Venus. So choose this Venus planet here and decrease the scale to maybe 20% or so. Maybe you decrease it a little bit more, and then we put it here. First we change the alignment of the planet as well. So select the planet and go to the alignment and set it to bottom, as well as the atmosphere alignment, set it to bottom. Okay, and now we decrease the scale again, and now we place this to here. Okay, and maybe we can decrease the scale a little bit more, and now we place it here. So you can use the top view to make it look right in place, so like this. Okay, so now we select the blue planet, that is the Earth, but this is not you can find it here because it is in this folder, that is the blue planet, and choose this planet here. And now we this planet is placed in this folder because I already select this folder. So first we delete this and select the folder, and now click this, so it will appear in here. And now we decrease the scale like this and change the position as well. So just decrease the scale and place it here. Maybe if you want you can place it here also. So it is all depends on you, but the scale is still very big, so we have to decrease the scale. Okay, so that look nice. And if you want you can put the moon also. So go to the solar system here, and you can find the moon here. Select the moon and place it here and decrease the scale like this. It is very small in compared to Earth, so maybe you can place it here. And even in the Earth we can change the alignment too. So go to the alignment and change it to bottom, and again we go to the this model and change the alignment to bottom as well, and do the same for the moon as well. So change the alignment to bottom. Okay, so now our turn for the Mars. So select this planet here, but first we select this group and then click, so it will appear inside this group, not the group of Earth here. So now we decrease the size again and place it here, so you will get the idea. And then we again change the alignment to bottom and place it here little maybe, and decrease the scale because we know the Mars is smaller than our Earth, so we have to change the scale lesser than Earth. Okay, so maybe we decrease the scale of the Venus too. So okay, like this, and this is the Mars. Okay, so now we put the largest planet, that is the Jupiter. So select Jupiter and then we decrease the scale, and also again we change the alignment to bottom, and then we place it here. Okay, maybe we scale it a little bit down. Okay, so this is very large planet, we increase the scale. Okay, so now turn for the Saturn. Okay, so this is Saturn. We again scale it down and select the planet inside the folder and change the alignment to bottom, as well as this one. And now we decrease the scale again, and decrease the scale for the Saturn like this, and change the position as well. Okay, So now we go to the perspective, so let's see how it look like. Okay, so but you can see the ring is not placed right, so select the ring again, and maybe we change the alignment to from model, and then we can place it here. Okay, so if you see the planet, there is some issue in opacity, so you can find that the force opacity is decreased to 98%, so you have to change it to 100%, because in that way it will look transparent little bit, so we don't want this, so just make it 100%. Okay, so now our solar system is almost ready. So this is the solar system, and I'm not putting other planets here because this is enough for the demonstration. So I hope you will get the idea how to set up the planets. So this is the solar system. So now we put the surface. Okay, so for this I am going to create this plane here from the primitives, and I place this outside the group and place it to group number 2, and now we increase the scale to maybe 10,000 or so, and go to the Pro Shaders 2 collection and choose the metal one and apply this texture on this plane. Okay, and now go to the UV mapping and increase the repeat value to maybe 40 by 40. Okay, so this look nice for now, and again go to the presets and go to the environment, and I'm using the backlight environment from VIDEOCOPILOT. Select the 4K one, and maybe we use this one, look nice, or maybe this one, I don't know, it is all depends on you which one you want to use. Okay, so this look nice, and now we go for the asteroid. Okay, so for this I'm going to use the element 3D default rock model that is comes with the element 3D, but you can use other high quality models if you want. So but for the sake of this tutorial I am using only the product that comes with element 3D and which is free. So go to the starter pack physical, and you can find these rocks. Okay, so I'm using those and place it to group number 3. Okay, so this is a group number 3. Okay, so now hit OK. So here we are in After Effects. Now wait little to appear those models in viewport. So first we create a new camera for the scene. Okay, so 28mm is look nice, and now hit OK. So select the camera tool, and this look like this. Okay, but before we go do something, first we go to the element and go to the scene setup, because we forgot to enable the reflectivity of the surface. So select the plane model here and go to the reflection mode and change it to mirror surface like this. Okay, and now hit OK. So in this way we get a nice looking reflection from our sun. Okay, so this look nice. Maybe we go to the camera and go to the camera setting and change the camera lens preset to maybe 20mm or maybe 15mm, and now go to little closer. So this look nice, or maybe we change the preset to maybe 20mm. So this look nice. So now go to the element and now go to the group number 3, because group number 3 contain those asteroids. Okay, so we have to change the replicator shape. So go to the particle replicator, go to this shape type and choose the ring. Okay, and now we go to the particle look, and then we decrease the scale and increase the particle size randomness to 100%. Okay, and now we increase the particle count like this, and you can see it look nice because it already create a nice looking ring with those 2 particles only. Okay, so higher number look nice. So first we place it in the right place, that is the between the Mars and the Jupiter. Okay, so go to the scale shape scale, increase the shape scale like this, and place it here. Okay, so now we go to the scatter option here, that is under replicator effect. Go to the scatter and increase the scatter up to only the X and the Z and little bit Y. Okay, and now we push it upward by changing the X axis only. So maybe we can decrease the scatter amount little bit like this, and now we increase the particle count. Okay, and also we can decrease the particle size, and now we increase the count a little bit more. So I am using those two rocks that is comes with the default in Element 3D because those are looking nice but not so heavy, so you can use so many of them without crashing your system. Okay, so this look nice, and if we go to the half resolution from here, and you can see this look nice. And now we go to the particle look option and go to the particle rotation, and there is the particle randomize the particle rotation angle, so change it to in different angles. Okay, like this, so it will look little bit different than others. So this look nice, and now we do another job, that is we have to animate those particles in different way. So go to the group number 3 again and go to the particle look. In randomize rotation, you can change the rotation of the particles, and now we put some expression to this. Okay, so alt click on the X rotation value first and type time first time multiplied by 10. Okay, so we have to alt click on the X rotation first. So press alt and then click on the X rotation and then type time times 10, and again do the same for the other rotation axis. So alt click on that and again type time times 10, and again do the same for the Z axis rotation as well. So type time times 10. Okay, so in that way we'll put a random rotation to the particle. You can see, so this look nice. Okay, so now we have to rotate our entire solar system. Okay, so in this order we can do some rotation by rotating the entire world. So there is the option called world transform. So go to the world rotation and we can rotate the y-axis like this. Okay, so but if you want only rotate the solar system, not the surface, so we can do this as well. So how we do this? So first we go to the group number 1 and now create a null object for this, because our solar system plays in the group number 1. So go to the group number 1 null object and press R, and then we can rotate only the solar system, not the surface. Okay, but our asteroid also not moving because our asteroid are placed in group number 3. So we also do this for the group number 3 as well, but first we do this effect to the group number 1, that is our solar system. So for this, just alt click on the y-axis rotation and type again time times, maybe if you want a very small rotation, slow rotation, so press 10 maybe, and you can see it rotates. Okay, So this look nice, and if you want you can place the planet in other positions, so every time you can see planets, because in this case, because our planets are placed in the same place, so in this time you can't see planets because all planets are in behind the sun. So if you want you can put planets in different places. Okay, so now we do this for the asteroid as well. So select the element and go to the group number 3, and again go to the very bottom of the group number 3. We'll find this create null object, and now create this null object and press R to bring the rotation value, and then we type first we all click on the Y rotation and then type times. If you want the asteroid to be moved little bit fast, so you can put the value that is 15, that is more than those solar systems, so our asteroid is moving little bit fast than our planets. Okay, if you want you can put 20 instead of 15. So you can see this look awesome. Okay, so this is the whole scene, but now we do some settings to look more nice. Okay, so first we duplicate our element effect, but before we do this, first we put some light here, because we have our sun but we don't have any shadow here. So for this I'm going to create a new light. Okay, so for this I'm going to use a point light and increase the intensity and decrease the diffusion maybe, and now hit OK. So this is the sun and the light, but we didn't have any shadow yet. So go to the element, go to the render setting and choose the shadow and enable this. But we are not getting any shadow because in point light the shadow mapping is not working for shadow, so we have to change it to ray trace. So now we get little bit shadow, but we have to change the light position to match the solar light. Okay, so press P to bring the position value, and maybe we put it a little bit higher or maybe a little bit here. So let's see if we change the position. Our light is behind the sun, so we have to push it here. But first we go to the top view like this. So light is here, but we have to our light to be placed inside the sun. So first we select the element layer and go to the utilities, and now select the position of the sun here like this, and now click on generate. So in this way we get a null object which have exactly the same position as the sun. So now press P and copy the position value. Okay, press Ctrl C, and now go to the light and select the position and just paste the position here. Okay, so in this way you will see it creates a nice shadow for our objects. So again we go select the point light and go to the point light setting and decrease the shadow diffusion like that. Decrease the shadow diffusion, and now hit OK, and again go to the element layer, and then we go to the shadow option and increase the ray traced shadow samples. Okay, so just increase this. So now you will see a nice looking diffused shadow of our asteroid. Okay, so now we go to the scene setup, and our environment is too bright, so we don't want our environment, so just clear the environment and now hit OK. So now you can see they cast shadow, but we go to the render setting and go to the physical environment and increase the light influence. And also we go to the scene setup, and if we select those planets and go to this material setup, and you can find there is some illumination light, so we have to decrease, make it 0, and do the same for all planets, so we don't want illumination. So again we select the Mars and decrease the illumination as well, and do the same for the Venus. There is no illumination, but if you go here there is some illumination, so just decrease this. Do the same for the red planet, decrease the illumination. The same for the Mercury as well. So now if we hit OK, you will see the other side is very dark. Okay, so now we can change this to reset. So now if we increase the intensity of the light like this, we will get a very bright light here. Okay, but our light is not look right. Okay, so but we don't want our sun to cast shadow, because the sun is the only source of the light, so it can cast its shadow. So we go to the scene setup, and first we select the sun like this and go to its material setup here, and there is an option called cast shadow. We just disable this, so in this way it can cast any shadow. Okay, so now hit OK. So our sun not cast any shadow here, but our planet do cast shadow. So if we change the resolution to full, you can see some diffused shadow for the asteroid as well as the planet. Here you can see those shadow and the shadow. Okay, so this is the solar system, but now we do the rest of the work, that is some settings to make it look nicer. Okay, so first we make the sun to be glow. So in this way we going to duplicate our element layer, and now go to the scene setup for the duplicate layer, and in this layer we only use the sun, but other things we have to delete this. So we just leave the sun and delete other things here. Okay, and also delete the plane as well. So now hit OK, and now we go to its output and change it to only illumination. Okay, only choose the illumination, and maybe we can go to the scene setup. Maybe we can leave the surface, so make a surface and change the scale to 10,000, and again we put the same material on this and go to its UV repeat value and change it to 40 by 40, and go to its reflection mode and make it mirror surface, and now hit OK. So in this way we will get this, and now we apply a glow effect, that is the RGB effects optical glow effect. Okay, and now we change some settings here. Maybe we decrease this and increase the glow size, maybe decrease this and go to its colorize option and change it to, this is something red like this. So maybe we increase the highlights only area like this, and maybe if you want you can choose the radiate. Okay, so this look nice. And now if we change it to maybe add or maybe screen, add look nice. So this look nice. Okay, and now if we zoom it, so you can see it already heavy the render. So when you set up your scene, you can shut it down and turn off this layer, and then you can move your scene anywhere you want, and then you satisfy with your scene, you can turn this on. Okay, so this is look right. So now we go to little bit closer to our solar system here, and then we go down little bit, go to the asteroid belt here, maybe something here, and now we go to our camera option and press AA and turn on the depth of field, and you know that depth of field really makes so much different to give a nice look to our scene. Okay, so this look nice, and now you can turn the glow on, and now go to the glow effect again and do some settings. Maybe we can change the intensity, decrease the amount and increase the glow value, or maybe we can go to this transparency and decrease the amount like this. Okay, so now we do some color correction here. So go to the layer, new adjustment layer, and go to the magic bullets and choose the film effect, and it instantly make a nice color correction for the scene. So you can see it look nice. So if we go to the full resolution here, you can see this look awesome. So now if you go to the glow element layer, and again we go to the its scene setup, and then we go to the depth of field option here and change this to multi-pass, that is slower in render. But if you enable this, you will see if we make it pixel blur, you will see it is not so bright. But if you change it to multi-pass, you can see little bit radiation occur. Okay, so it will do a nice job, but remember that it will very slow down the render. So first we change it to pixel blur. Okay, so now we go to the element layer again and go to its optical glow option here. Maybe we increase the amount. Okay, so this look awesome. Okay, so now you can animate this scene by animating this group null object. That is, if you go, you can animate it, because I also animate it by the expression. So if you scrub through time, you can see this whole entire solar system is rotating. So this is the trick. So now we do some little bit distortion, heat distortion to the sun, because our sun is very hot. So it is very simple. First we select all the layers and press Ctrl Shift and C to pre-compose this, and now we go to the effect and presets panel here, and inside VideoCopilot you will find the heat distortion plugin. This is very nice looking plugin for heat distortion. And if you just make a mask layer to around the sun, you will see this mask not separate the scene, but it only separate the heat distorted areas. Okay, so now press F after selecting the layer and increase the feather option here. And now we do some settings here. So first we change it to maybe smoke and decrease the distortion amount, and also decrease the noise scale shape, and also we decrease the heat amount little bit. So you will see the sun, the edges of the sun is not even, now it look more like sun. Okay, so this is the miniature solar system. So this look nice, and if you want you can do more color correction to this, but for now it look awesome, I guess. So this is the miniature solar system that I made, and I hope you like this. So you can do some camera animation and use different cameras to the asteroids and to other places to make a different look from different angles. So this is it. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. So I hope you like this video. I am Amit, and we will see in the next video. So till then, take care and bye bye.